The 4-minute check. In this lesson, we'll be looking at the 4-minute check, one of the 2 checks that you need to do before delivering dishes to the table. The other check, which we'll look at in the next lesson, is the 1-minute check. But first, in this lesson, we'll be looking at understanding the 4-minute check, delivering cutlery to your guests, and topping up drinks. Let's start with understanding the 4-minute check. The 4-minute check will ensure that the guests are ready for their food and have everything they need to enjoy their meal. In particular, the 2 things to ensure are that the guest has the correct cutlery and that the guest's drinks are topped up. This needs to happen 4 minutes before the guest's food is ready. Since the check is time related, you'll need to be in constant communication with the kitchen to know exactly when your guest's food will be ready. Now let's look at delivering the correct cutlery. Once the meal is 4 minutes from being ready, the first thing you need to do is deliver the correct cutlery to the guests. There are a few important points to remember here. A. Prepare your tray. Make sure you have a clean, lined tray ready, and use your docket to see which position numbers need which items of cutlery. For example, if Mrs. Mayer in position 2 ordered fish, you must take her a fish knife. Then arrange your tray to have the cutlery in the order you will be delivering it. The ladies' cutlery first, then the gentlemen's. B. Body language. Remember when you place the cutlery that you must do so with open body language and without crossing the center line. In other words, place forks with your left hand and knives with your right. Also be sure to keep the tray well away from the guest's head. C. Placing cutlery. What can you remember about the spacing of cutlery? Place the cutlery wide enough to leave room for the plate. Otherwise, you'll have your hands full when you later deliver the dish to the table. Fingerprints and cutlery are not friends, so always hold the cutlery as low down on the handle as possible, keeping your hands away from the part that will be in the guest's mouth. Remember that delivering cutlery is the perfect opportunity for phantom service. Guests should barely even notice that you have delivered service. They should just simply find the things they were looking for the moment that they need them. Now that you know how to deliver cutlery to the guest, let's take a look at topping up drinks. You don't want to interrupt guests while they are eating, and by topping up drinks before the food arrives, the guest's glass is unlikely to become empty during their meal. If guests are enjoying a wine pairing, ensure that each guest has the correct wine for their next dish. If, on the other hand, the table is sharing a bottle, their glasses will need to be topped up. The same goes for water. In terms of what you've learnt about making your visits to the table efficient, which do you think should be done first? Delivering the cutlery or topping up drinks? In order to be properly efficient, they should be done at the same time. Get a colleague to help you. Then one of you can deliver the cutlery while the other tops up drinks. This way, the guest is only interrupted once. So in this lesson, we looked at understanding the 4-minute check, delivering cutlery to your guests, and topping up drinks. Now that we've covered the 4-minute check, in the next lesson, we'll take a look at what needs to be done in the 1-minute check.